Hello, everybody. We are approaching the AP Human Geography exam, so I just want to go over a few study tips for you. I'm doing this recording just to highlight a few things. Obviously, you'll be able to see much of what I'm talking about right here, and I'm going to have the slides posted, but there's one or two things that I just want to be able to click through to show you what's going on. So, we're going to cover 4 topics, okay? How you can organize yourself, what review materials are available for you, some extra things you should be doing, and then how you can go about managing your time. So I thought it'd be good to start with a quote. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I think it says a lot about, if you can organize yourself, what you'll be able to accomplish ultimately. And organization in itself is not the easiest thing to do. It can feel overwhelming, but ultimately, I know you guys are very capable, and it's going to help you out in the long run. So, some things you should do: maps. You have them. You've had them since the summer. You've been studying them. Keep studying. Vocab. However you decide you want to review these, if you print out the vocab term sheets we've been doing, you could fold that into thirds, and you'd have, you'd see the words in the one column. You could flip it open, see the definition, flip it open, see your application. Maybe you're more of a flashcard person, maybe you like Quizlet, but determine how are you going to study those terms. Quizzes and exams, you guys have all that information. And then on Google Classroom, I would go into the classwork section and just scroll through. You don't necessarily have to do anything with it right away, but you certainly have forgotten some of the things that we've covered. You may know the material, you just forgot we talked about it. So go back, refresh your memory. This will also give you a sense of where you're strong and where you need improvement. And finally, go through and even if it's just somewhat informally, start organizing your digital documents. This isn't the most ideal, but if you just have to throw it all, at least in a human geography folder, you can do that. This is my human geography folders on Drive. So once I'm in human geography, you can see I have a folder for each unit, and I number it so that it's going in order. And you can see right now that we're on preparation for the AP exam. So I've got that highlighted in a particular color. It helps me see it. And then we're also doing the home learning right now, so I have that one highlighted in yellow as well. Just again, it helps catch my eye. So you might want to consider doing something like this. So the one thing I'm going to suggest you do as well is don't think about all of the things that you can't do. Right? Our minds can be very negative sometimes, and we want to go to like, oh my God, this is so hard. Look at all that I have to accomplish. And it can feel like a lot, but focus on what you're doing this for, right? In trying to score well on the exam, trying to gain that college credit, which is going to save you money down the line. There's a lot, certainly, that you can do with this. So, review materials that are available to you, they're all accessible on my website. I'm just going to flip through all of these real quick, and then I'm actually going to take you to my website. So it's really these 4 things, and let's go check it out. So right on the home page, if we can scroll. It's not letting me scroll. There we go. A little delay there. So from here, practice map quiz. Click it. If you guys do this 10 minutes a day, that's going to help out so much. Just reminders of what you need to do. Okay, and you could start close to home. Pretty straightforward. I think you guys have practiced these before. You know how to do them. Make sure you do this. Don't overlook the importance of the maps. Then, if you click in here, the AP exam info. Scroll down. Since you're on the theme of maps, you can click something like this. And this provides a nice overview of, content related to each unit. So here's how the population is distributed throughout Canada and the United States, natural resources, all these different things, and you have it for many regions of the world. It's just something that you don't have to memorize everything, but clicking in and exposing yourself to some of those maps and visuals is great. And then down here, I would start with the review packets, and then of course they come with a key, and this will continue to help you refine where you're strong and where you're not. And then these activities are from the website, the National Council of Geography Educators, something like that. The acronym is NCGE. Other teachers have put these together. I could certainly help you out with them. There's no answer key, but they're little like do-nows. They're quick 10-minute assignments that are, will be really good practice. If you remember, the one thing I've tried to stress the most throughout the year is application. Okay, it's one thing to memorize vocab terms. It's another thing to know how it connects in the real world. So all that stuff is available to you. And ultimately, this is what it comes down to, right? I said this a couple weeks ago already, and some people have already been on top of this as far as studying goes. You can wish for a 5, you can wish for this to go easier than it will be, but you got to put in the work. Extra things that you should be doing. My after-school review sessions haven't been very crowded. It's been great for the people who've shown up, so, they're probably not thrilled on re-advertising this, but really, what else do you have going on? Again, obviously I understand, if there are medical situations you're dealing with, that's a whole other ballgame, but if you are fortunate enough not to be dealing with those, me taking an hour of your time away is not the end of the world. There will be one on a Saturday at some point. The College Board, right? I've been trying to advertise this for you guys a couple weeks ago. Okay, you have lots of opportunities here. You just scroll through this playlist on the right, and you can see they started doing reviews. My playlists, while we're on YouTube, okay, I'm going to link you to my channel, and right to the playlists, and you have each unit with some pretty cool and interesting videos, some that we've seen, some that we haven't. And then read the current events, right? Go back to the website, go up to each page, and if you scroll down, right here, click, and it'll launch you to the current events folder. All right, and this time there's no assignment you have to do with it. They don't take long to read, so pick 1 or 2 a day and just go through it. And then this one I think is pretty good, a pretty good tip. Just Google stuff. I was doing this the other day with people in the review session. So try to get a sense of where things are located, right? That's such a big thing with this class, geography. So let's say you're studying religion. Religion map, United States. Click on it, gives you the breakdown of what religious groups are where. Move around the world. Religion map, Europe. All I got to do is change one word. Religion map, Asia. Okay? And again, all these, that's not a good example. There you go. All these are pretty much, they're going to come with a key that's going to help you identify a lot of these things. We could do this with language. Okay? We can do this with, I was also doing this with my class the other day. Our review session. Architecture Styles Europe. And just bounce around. You get a sense of what different things look like, where people are living, how they live, all that kind of stuff. So my last bit is going to be about time management. This week, all right, I'm just going to put this all out here. You have to put in the work. And for a lot of you, I've made this timeline based on, I think most of you haven't really gotten started until hopefully right now. So those of you who are a little bit ahead of the game, you can maybe adjust some of these hours a little bit. But you really have to put in the work, because you cannot study for this exam a night or two before. It's too much material. A couple days leading up to the exam, practice. So on my website, I have multiple choice and more FRQs. So practice. And I keep telling you to do the multiple choice as well, because you have to know the content. You don't have enough time to do the FRQs to search something up in your textbook if you're not sure about it. So you have to have it down. The multiple choice is the best way to get those terms and the concepts down like second nature. So practice them, then go back, review that unit. Practice, review. Email me, okay? At least till 11 o'clock, probably even until midnight. I got you. I will respond. I will help you guys in those days leading up to the exam. And then on the day of, it's time to rest, okay? Because really, let's be honest, if you don't know it by then, you're not going to know it. You can go back and look at some of those topics or keywords that are a little tricky for you, but you don't want to overburden yourself on this day. I'd rather you sleep. I'd rather you eat a good lunch, because the exam is at 4 o'clock. And then, of course, a last map quiz or two isn't going to hurt. All right. So once again, I implore you to put in the work, and you guys have done it all year. I know we're in crazy circumstances right now, and so, as this is in one sense, it creates a normal routine for you. So put in that work, finish the year strong, and I'm here to help you guys with whatever you need.